Are you single? If so, can I shoot my shot? Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back. I've been wanting to record for so long, and I could sit here and give you guys 10 million excuses as to why that didn't happen, but it's happening now and that's all that matters. With that being said, this is a get to know me type of Q&A. I am recording from my phone. I haven't purchased a camera yet, so I will be reading tiny little papers. Okay, with that being said, let's get this thing started. What is your favorite book? My favorite book, that's a good question. My favorite book, I read this one a long time ago in high school, and it's like the one I still think about today. It's called They Cage the Animals at Night, and it's a really sad story. I don't know why I was really into those type of books back then, but it's kind of like the same vibe as a child called It. If you've read that book, then this is a good read for you too. What's your favorite hobby? My favorite hobby is honestly like hanging out with my friends. I feel like, especially now that I'm a mom, hanging out with my friends just grounds me and reminds me that I'm so much more than just a mom. Like, always such a good time. I really do love my friends. Have you ever gone to jail? No, I haven't gone to jail. I've never been arrested and I don't plan on it, knock on wood. But I have bailed 2 people out of jail. So if you ever need someone to bail you out, call me. Why do you take so long to respond to messages? Okay, I don't even do it intentionally. I swear I read the message and then I like mentally respond, or I tell myself like, oh, I'm gonna say this and this and this in a little bit, and then the day goes by or days go by and I'm like, shoot, I didn't respond and now it's been a couple days. So I'm so sorry. I really don't mean to do it intentionally. It's just like within that time frame, so much goes on and I just forget to. What's the best trip you've ever taken? I would definitely have to say it was my latest trip. I went to Miami with just girls. It was like a girls trip. It was the best trip I've ever been on. Like, I highly recommend going on a trip with girls that are cool, not on like that envidiosa weird vibe, and are also like not tight on money. I don't mean that to be rude, but I've been on trips before where I'm tight on money and you just don't enjoy it as much as you would. So like traveling with people who aren't penny pinching is such a good thing now that I'm older. It just makes everybody enjoy the trip and it just goes a lot smoother. What's your favorite affirmation? I think, so this is like a backstory. Those that know me or know my family, like my mom is very, very into God. I don't want to say religious because that's a whole other topic, but my mom's always been very into God and she's always instilled God into me since I was a little kid, and I was always terrified of things as a kid. I don't know why. Even now as an adult, I feel like I'm always like I don't like going into creepy places alone. I don't like watching scary movies. Like, it's still like I'm still very scared of the unknown. But anyway, my old house used to have a basement when I was a kid, and whenever she needed me to go downstairs and get something, I'd be like, no, but I'm scared. And she's like, don't be scared, God is with you. So now anywhere I go, like when I'm scared, like I remember I would walk home from my cousin's house in the middle of the night sometimes when she used to live down the street, and I would always be like, I'm not alone, God is with me. I'm not alone, God is with me. So I always say that. I've been in some weird situations, like situations that I put myself in that I shouldn't have been in, but they were very unsafe back when I was younger. And I always told myself that in my head, like, I'm not alone, God is with me. I'm not alone, God is with me. So I would say that's my favorite one. What's your favorite makeup product? My favorite makeup product is the Laura Mercier setting powder. Is that what it's called? Laura Mercier translucent powder. Oh my gosh, I love that powder. I've been using it since I discovered it like probably 6 or 7 years ago, and I haven't stopped, and it's probably gonna be the same makeup product that I use forever. What's your favorite step in your makeup routine? Okay, that's so weird that I picked this one because it was like right after the other one, but baking. I don't care if I'm 56 years old. I know this is something that happened way back in like 2016, but I will always bake. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if it's been out of style for some years now. Baking has literally saved my makeup routine. Like, when it's summertime, people are like, how's your makeup still on? Because I bake. I bake and then I set my whole face, setting spray, and I'm good to go for the whole day. Like, sometimes, I don't recommend this, but there's been times where like after I go out with my friends or something, I don't wash my face, I wake up the next day and my makeup is still on completely. One time I even jumped into Lake Michigan with a full face of makeup and it was still on completely. So I recommend baking. What is one thing you can't survive without?
2,000 years later.
Like, what do you mean? Like a physical thing or like a person? Well, I guess it does say one thing. One thing I can't survive without is like something for my lips, like moisturizer, lip balm, lip gloss, something along those lines. I hate having dry lips. Like it will literally ruin my mood. When I was like in high school and I didn't have a lip balm or something and my lips were dry and crusty, I hated it. It would ruin my whole day. I wouldn't even be able to focus in school. Like it's just what I think about all day. Now that I'm older, when I do forget it, every once in a while, like my lip gloss or something, and my lips feel dry, I hate that feeling. Like it's all I could think about. So I think one thing I couldn't live without would definitely be something for my lips. What do you feel passionate about? I think the thing I feel most passionate about is just living life. Like I really just want to live a life that I enjoy, and I just want other people to live a life that they enjoy and that they enjoy. And that's different for everyone. But my personal passion is just living my life surrounded by the people that I love, doing what I love, and just being happy all around. What is your sign? For those of you that don't know, what do you think I am? I'm gonna give you like 3 seconds. Okay, I'm a Cancer. I don't know if that's obvious. Some people are like, oh my gosh, you don't give me Cancer vibes. And other people are like, I 100% could tell you're a Cancer right away. What's your favorite day of the year? I don't mean this in a self-absorbed way. I really don't. But my birthday is my favorite day of the year. But get this, my birthday is my favorite day of the year because my birthday is July 2nd. So usually everyone is off for my birthday. Like nobody has school. A lot of people don't have work the next day because it's 4th of July weekend. So growing up, my birthday was my favorite because like my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, everyone was always off of work and we all got to celebrate. And now that I'm older, same thing. Like my friends are all off of work and I don't know, that's why I like it so much. Who inspired you to create your YouTube channel? Guys, I've been wanting to create a YouTube channel for so long, but I feel like I talk myself out of it and it's something that I've constantly been doing. Like I know I should be creating videos and I should be wanting to upload and I do, I really do, but also the fear of I think worse than the fear of failing is the fear of publicly failing. So that holds me back a lot, but it's definitely something that I want to continue to overcome. And I just want to do it. With that being said, who really helped me like ease my nerves and calm down about all this was the YouTuber Mo Money. I love watching her because for so long, like obviously I wanted to create videos and I always felt like I had to put on this front and to be somebody I'm not, but I can't do that. Like I want to be myself. And I thought I had to be like perfect and have the perfect lighting and have the perfect hair and the perfect makeup and everything so perfect. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to create videos. But like watching her videos and seeing her just be her natural self and completely like just bring out her own personality in her own way, that's something that I want to do. So that inspired me to like realize that who cares, like as long as you're creating videos and uploading, people who like you are gonna like you and they're gonna keep watching your stuff, and the people who don't, they're kind of just gonna weed their way out. So yeah, I don't know, she was just someone that like really inspired me to just keep going. Why are you so hot? Why are you so hot? Do you want more kids? So I feel like I get asked this all the time, and like my family's always like, have another one, have another one. But guys, I am not having another kid until I am married in a happy relationship where I know that my pregnancy, I'll be treated like a queen and it's all gonna be really good for me. If I do bring another life into this world, I would want it to be as peaceful as possible. I want to just enjoy every moment of it, and I want that to be with a partner that values me and cherishes me and babies me. With that being said, if I turn 31 and I still haven't had other kids, I'm good. I'll be content with just my daughter. I'm really not like it has to happen. It's whatever God says. Are you single? If so, can I shoot my shot? Guys, I got asked this question so many times. I think this is the question that I got asked the most. I am single, but no, you can't shoot your shot. I want to be completely by myself. I find so much peace in being alone and knowing that there's nothing going on behind my back, that there's nothing, no stories people can come to me about my man, nothing like that. As of right now, I completely love being alone. I love spending my free time with my daughter or my friends, my family. What's your favorite song by Selena? So for the longest, it was La Llamada. Like I loved that song, La Llamada. I used to play it all the time. But then, I don't know, I kind of, you know when you overplay a song too much, you kind of get a little sick of it. That happened to me. So I think right now my favorite song is No Debes Jugar. I play that song all the time, like on my way to work. I play it in the shower. Like that's a really good song. Do you believe you can love two people at the same time? No. I personally wouldn't be able to love two people at the same time. I don't think I've ever tried it, but I just know how I am. When I love too deeply. And I think I would not be able to be like, oh, I love you and I love you and I don't know which one to pick because I love you both so much. I don't know. I know that there's people that are in that situation, but me personally, I don't think I could ever love two people at the same time. What's your favorite thing about being a mom? Guys, I love being a mom. Some days, don't get me wrong, are really hard, but I think that goes for anything you do in life. Like being a student is hard, being an employee is hard, being a friend is hard, being a spouse is hard. So obviously being a mom is going to be hard. You're dealing with a person who obviously does not think the same exact way you do, and they're learning how to handle life and handle their emotions, and it's really, I can't think of the word, not compensating. It's really fulfilling knowing that you're guiding someone every step of the way, and just seeing her develop into her own self and her personality and how she wants things to be is just amazing. Like I can't believe, I look at her all the time, like I can't believe I had you. Like I can't believe you're the same baby that grew in my belly. And seeing how like little things that she finds funny, like when she's being a little jerk and then she like giggles and I think it's funny. Like I don't know, I just love being around her and the way that she is and her little personality and how it's developing. I don't know. I love being a mom. I love having someone to care after. Obviously, like I said, there's going to be days that are harder than others, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. What's your favorite phrase to say? I don't think this is like my favorite, but it's just a phrase that I say all the time. Like I can't help it. I always say, what the? I don't know. I say it all the time. That and BFFR. I always say both of those all the time, but it's usually what the most. Guys, the angle might be a little different, so sorry about that. My phone overheated. I had to completely start over, but with that being said, let's get back to where we left off. Worst overly hyped makeup product you've used. So I saw this one on TikTok. Yes, I was influenced. I bought it. It was the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. Is it 16 or 12-hour? One of those two, but it's that little, it's literally just concealer. I saw it on TikTok. I bought it and I did not like it. I have very dry skin under my eyes, so I feel like it sat on top of my skin and it didn't blend at all. Other people completely loved it, which is why I purchased it, but to me, it wasn't worth it and it's not something I would buy again. Dive bars or clubs? I would definitely have to say dive bars with the right people. Like I've had so much fun at dive bars when there's like 5 other people there, just because I'm with the right group of people and it makes it such a fun and memorable night. So I would definitely say dive bars with good music and the right friends. What is one thing you could tell your younger self? If I could go back and tell my younger self one thing, it would definitely be don't chase love. Like love will find you when it's meant to. I feel like I'm in a very happy place right now. I'm happy where I am in my life, but I would definitely be a lot further in life if I had not chased relationships and love and boys, because all of that led to heartbreak, which kind of held me back in a lot of areas. Like I became too attached to people or situations, and that stopped me from moving forward. And my advice to any young girl out there is to just do you, focus on yourself, focus on things that are going to help you progress in life, and don't focus on boys. Boys will always be there, but you will, like the version of yourself that needs to get to where it needs to be, don't let her pass you up. Does that make sense? Don't let that pass you up though. Number one rule for co-parenting with your ex. I would say the number one rule that I have for co-parenting with my ex is that our daughter comes first. There's been times where I don't feel like talking to him, or there's certain situations in which like he probably doesn't feel like talking to me, but if either one of us has a baby and we need to know how she's doing, or if a situation comes up, like we know we'll always be there. We won't be like, oh no, he pissed me off, so I'm not answering his calls, or like some stuff like that, because I know that at the end of the day it all boils down to our daughter. So I want what's best for her and he wants what's best for her. So rule number one for our co-parenting relationship is our daughter comes first. But I'm gonna give you guys 2 tips that nobody asked for, but they have helped me a lot in my co-parenting relationship, and I hope they help you in yours. Tip number 1 is stay out of each other's business. Their business is not your business. I don't care if your friend comes to you like, oh my gosh, girl, I saw him with this and this. You're not together anymore. It's not your business. Your kid has nothing to do with that. So that's rule number 1, stay out of each other. Tip number 1, stay out of each other's business. Tip number 2 that I have is don't drink around each other. Don't get drunk around each other. And I'm not saying like, oh, you're guys, I feel like all odds are against me when I'm making this video. Like my phone has overheated. It ran out of storage, which has never happened before. So back to where we left off. I think I was giving you guys the second tip, which was don't get drunk around each other. For various reasons, it's just not a good idea and I just don't recommend it. Stay out of each other's business and don't get drunk around each other. The next question is, what's your dream? My dream, I have tons of dreams, but this is like my main dream. And I feel like every other dream I have is part of like a stepping stool to get to that main dream. But the main dream that I have is I want to open up a women's center for women who have been in toxic relationships or in relationships with someone who's hurt them, domestic violence, cheating, by any type of bad relationship that has caused her to lose a sense of who she is and broken her self-esteem and stuff like that. I would definitely love to open up a center. I don't know, this started when I was a kid. Did you guys ever watch Las Tontas No Van Al Cielo with Jacqueline Bracamontes? It starts off, and I don't remember exactly how it was because I was like 9 or 10 years old when it came out, but she finds her man cheating on her wedding day. She ends up leaving the state from where he is completely, changes her identity. While she leaves, she doesn't know she's pregnant. She ends up having his baby, blah, 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 but never tells him, kind of goes missing. People think she's dead, I believe. Okay, I don't want to take it to that extent, but I do want to open a center like she did in that novela, where she like helps women, and she has like a therapist, a hairstylist, it's like a therapist, a hairstylist, someone with like makeup, and someone to fix their wardrobe, I think is what she had. I don't remember exactly, but this is just what I took in from watching it back then, and that's exactly what I wanted to. As I was saying, I would love to open up a center for women who have been in these type of relationships that just need somebody to help them escape and help build them up so that they don't get torn down, and that's what makes them run back to these type of people in the first place. So that's what I would definitely like to do. Guys, I feel like with this video, all odds were against me. Like my phone overheated, it stopped working. It ran out of storage, which has never happened before, and it's like something was telling me not to record it, but I'm recording it. And I'm not going to sit here and tell me you'll see me next week. You'll see me when you see me. But just know I'll be back. And if you already watched this far along, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for stopping by. And don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know which video you guys would like to see next. And sorry I'm recording from this angle, but my phone's just been so weird. I definitely need to go purchase a camera next. So thank you guys so much, and see you guys next time.